What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. And it's beginning. There was a very popular tweet done by Mr. Jones just a few days ago saying that he had some people inside, I think it was the TSA or whatever, that was saying, hey, masking's coming back and this, that, and the other thing. Then yesterday it was revealed that there were some new purchase orders from our government putting millions of dollars into a new spend in COOF-related items. And now Hollywood has started to push the message. Again, if you remember how insufferable Hollywood was during the initial lockdowns, which, by the way, will never happen again. I suspect, I try to stay away from like hard political takes here, and I still think that people can do what they want to do, and I support that. But I can promise you, in my town, there will be no lockdowns a second time around. Now, sure, will LA lock down? Probably. Some far left strongholds, will they try locking down? I suspect. We've already started to see the press talk about this is the real deal. If I look right now, like there's actually an article that says that, I think. Yep, here we go. This is one of the most insane articles, right? Another COOF variant branded the real deal. Well, what was all the other ones? Right? What in the heck were all the other ones? I thought that we were killing grandma and all this stuff before. Now, look, hey, as somebody who had it twice, and I know many of you reached out and either never got it or got it and was like, oh, I just had the sniffles. For me, it sucked. I was very sick for, the first time for like 10 days over Christmas. So it was doubly crummy. Second time I got it was like 5 days. I'll probably get it again. Hopefully that'll be 3 days now. So I'm not one of those people that can confidently be like, oh, it was nothing. No, I got super sick and it sucked. But I think it's hilarious that now, like the fact that they are actually saying the real deal, right? Like, what were all these other things that we had to, we couldn't go to church for, we couldn't go to the gym for, we couldn't go to our family's funerals for? That wasn't real? Now you have colleges reinstating. Let's get back. So now you have Atlanta-based Morris College is announcing school is reinstating its mask mandate. Does anybody even really? I don't know if I can even go down this road. I suppose I could on a Rumble exclusive, but I would say there are many people out there that feel as though it did almost nothing for them. As a result, people, whatever this new flu is that people get too, is brutal. We all stayed inside and our immune systems got weak. We didn't get sun. We had high viral loads because nobody was opening their windows. And then everyone got sick. They were flying by the seat of their pants, in my opinion. They were just throwing whatever against the wall to see what would stick. And Americans were scared because the people we trust, I'm a lot less hard on people who just complied because I know they were scared. Obviously, the people that were like tattletales or the people that shamed people for making their own personal health decisions, the whole my body, my choice, people were suddenly like, get this thing, put it in your body, or an evil person. I don't really feel bad for them. I didn't have any respect for them. I don't now. But it looks like the apparatus is firing back up. We've got colleges bringing it back. Hollywood studios, Lionsgate brings back mask mandates in office. New variant becomes dominant. The studio has asked some of its employees to mask up, and so here we go. Right? Here we go. Leave a like on this video if you're saying never again right now out loud, or you're saying that you're not going to be complying. I think that there will be a lot of people that won't comply. I think the last time, my parents got it, and they did what they could to, because they watch the news and they're older and my dad was immunocompromised and he had congestive heart failure and COPD. So he literally had to take everything. They had him taking every poke imaginable to try and just keep him from getting sick, because if he got sick, he'd end up in the hospital all the time. I never even second guessed when he did that. I never told him not to. And there are people that make their own medical decisions. But he made that decision on his own, his doctors, I'm sure, told him to too. But not because some Hollywood weirdos started. Is it starting again? Hollywood studio has instituted mask mandate for its employees in light of the current coof wave. I didn't even know there was one. Apparently there is one. We just had our state fair. It was as busy as I'd ever seen it. Music festivals. I'm looking out the window right now. I don't really see. Well, obviously, this is just one office of one studio, but it isn't, because I've already showed you other examples. The move comes amid some national buzz about whether mask mandates might be returning because of the variant. It will not return, at least in my state. Maybe in the city, maybe in Milwaukee. But, I still see people driving alone in their cars with masks on, and I feel bad for them. I've said this before, after just the nonstop fear prawn that they were pushing on everybody, that it would ruin some people. People would never go back to the movies, and I was right about that. Not that it was some great proclamation, but I did say that. I said there would be people that would never go to concerts again. I was right about that. They're just people that will never go back out in public. They're going to order everything off Amazon. They're going to sit in a bubble in their house, and that's how they're going to live the rest of their life, because they sat in front of that TV, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and watched that live death counter. I remember watching that stuff, and I've said this exact same thing before, because if you've been watching me, I expected to see bodies stacked up like cordwood in the streets. I walked out, and I was like, well, it's pretty normal. Sure, there were cities where things were overrun. New York, I think Louisiana had problems, things like that. But for most of the country, I was like, what's going on? I turn on CNN. I thought I'd walk outside and be like 28 days later. But no, people are just outside mowing their lawns and doing whatever. So what you're going to see now, most likely, is the PSAs. Like Linda Yaccarino. Remember Linda Yaccarino? Mask up or pack up, right? Is that what it was? I believe. You're going to start seeing stuff like that. Mask up or pack up. You had this, again, on August 18th. Melissa Tate, breaking. Alex Jones says the TSA whistleblower told him that TSA employees were instructed on Tuesday that the masks are coming back by October for travelers and full coof restrictions / lockdowns by December due to dangerous new variant. Hey, and I'm not one of the, I think it is dangerous. People got to keep their immune systems up, take their zinc, take their multivitamins, stay active. Jake Shields says, I laughed at this just a few days ago now, and I've already seen several places bring back mask mandates. Alex might be crazy, but he also usually ends up right. People are having a very visceral reaction to it too. Be advised, if I see you wearing a mask, you'll get no common courtesy from me. I will not hold a door for you. I will walk slowly in front of you. If you drop something, pick it up yourself. If you ask direction, I'll send you the wrong way. I'm done. We're not doing this again. That's ultimately, I think that how a lot of people feel this way. And what sucks is that, the reality of this is that when there ends up being something, really bad, potentially, people won't listen. Because it was like, think of all the stuff we already know. Think of all the stuff that now it's like, remember when people were getting banned for suggesting that it came from a certain area? Now that's like just common thing. People are saying that all the time. People are saying, well, this is probably the most likely scenario. The FBI coming out and saying stuff like that. I would not be surprised. This could be the final nail in Hollywood's coffin. If they want to come out and start doing this stuff again, colleges start enforcing this again, entire systems could crumble. Literally. There's a reason these people put it on Instagram. If you look at this Instagram, of course, for this college, I don't know if I can look at it because I don't think I have Instagram. Okay. It looks like they don't have any comments. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't let anybody comment on this. Or maybe I just can't see it because I'm not locked in. But I'm not logged in or whatever, but that's if Hollywood starts pushing this too again, it's going to be great. When to see all these Gal Gadots being like, imagine a world with no, they sing it there like a Beatles Imagine song, telling everyone to put their masks on, and then you can have Pedro Pascal come out and take his 85th booster. By the way, why are they all masking up and wearing face shields if they're all poked and boosted? I guess you can't really ask those questions these days. But no, I will not be complying. I want my viewers to stay safe, take care of yourself, stay healthy, take your multivitamins, take your supplements that you know and trust. Stock up. I've already stocked up on a couple of things that were hard to get. I'm not saying to panic buy and be lunatic, but I'm saying make sure you have some Mr. Clean for cleaning your floor, some antibacterial wipes, some antibacterial cleaners, hand soaps, things that were hard to find. Just make sure you have a fair, enough. Don't be a lunatic and buy 800 packages of toilet paper. You don't need that. But just if you're in a position to, make sure you got a little extra soap around, a little extra soft soap, a little extra cleaner, a little extra vitamins, things like that were hard to find because, well, I wish I could say it was some kind of wild theory, but I believe we've seen this playbook before.